I'm gonna just bring it out like that. It's Easily Offended podcast, man.
That was a great fade out.
We here.
Nobody
We coming
fades
from
it
the
out quite like you.
man. We are here in the building. In the building.
We are here.
What episode is this?
18.
I don't even know.
18.
Oh man,
Motherfucking 18.
we's legal now.
We been legal.
But damn.
Damn it. We can't smoke today.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But this is it. This is
We
us.
here. Excuse me, man.
You all right?
Yeah, man. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, you
You
need,
need some
man.
water?
need a cough drop.
Nah,
Take a sip,
I
you
got
sip.
my water down there.
I need a
You
Ricola.
know what You know what I mean? I got my water. I just had to address some things real briefly.
Get some off your chest.
Yeah,
That's
go
all.
ahead, say it.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But man, how you guys week, man? It's been about a couple of weeks. We've done a lot of things.
Indeed.
A lot of things.
A lot of things. What have you been up to the past 2 weeks? But they could boo pool parties, anything like that? No.
No, just a beach photo shoot. I forgot my camera. I felt real stupid.
Wow.
You know what? You guys missed it because I have a picture of this man
Oh, here
in a
we go.
fishnet
Here we go.
sleeveless
Hey.
hoodie with a pouch. We might have to post that
Hey,
in this video at
Don't hate
some
me
point.
because I'm beautiful.
And then you have to pose too. You got to see the pose.
Don't hate me because
I'm just like, what store? Like, bro, where do you get that?
Where did you get
You know what I'm
that?
saying? What store do you go to purchase an outfit like that? You know what I'm saying?
And what
Like,
made you look at him like, I'm going to kill him with this?
Hey man.
I mean, it was a holiday, though, so I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
It's comfortable. It's hot outside. You know what I'm saying?
That was definitely breathable.
You know what I'm saying?
He said he had see-through shorts too. But he ain't wear
I
them.
didn't wear those.
I'm
No,
glad
I
you didn't
wear
come
those.
through with those. I'm
I
glad,
didn't.
because that would have been too much.
I did wear those to a pool party though. I did.
I mean, the kind of parties that you go to, that's appropriate. So
Yeah.
I get it. I get
Yeah,
it.
it's definitely appropriate for that.
Yeah,
I'm just glad you chose the proper venue.
No, I don't think this was.
Now this wasn't. This is more of a family thing. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right. You kids stay in school.
right. So you end up wearing fishnet outfits to pool parties.
Hey, fam.
Hey man, hey. Pool
You look like
party.
you was the domino king of 85.
All I need is my Crown Royal bag with my dominoes in
That's
it.
all you needed. That's legitly all you needed was that Crown Royal bag.
Hey,
How was that? What you been up to, man?
I ain't been up to nothing but babble.
Wow.
Babble?
Babble.
What the flip flop is
I ain't been
that?
up to shit.
Gather your words, brother. Gather your words.
I've been working a lot, and then I checked out West Fest for a short breeze. I connected with the people that we went to Mexico, the wedding. I haven't seen them in a while, and all of us got together for a hot second.
Yeah.
And we talked about the wedding and everything like that, so that was a good thing. Had a couple of meetings with some people.
All right.
That was about it, man. Just nothing real. Nothing crazy. I can't even remember what I did. I worked so much, man. I just forget.
How high were you?
I don't even smoke every day though. You know what I'm saying?
Sure you didn't.
Just works a lot.
I just work a lot, bro. Like tonight, I got to go to work tonight.
For real?
I'm doing it 24 hours. Damn. I'm literally going to be up for 24 hours. I got up this morning at 7 o'clock, and then I get off work at 6:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Oh, but look, let me tell you about this crazy thing. So, I ride Uber part-time, right? I drive Uber part-time.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I pick up this couple at Radius, which is a great concert venue over there in the South Loop.
Yeah, right.
We go out, I pick them up. They take me to Sugar Grove Valley, Illinois.
The hell you know?
It literally said 58 minutes. I'm like, this is definitely my last ride of the evening because it's already 12:30. I'm going to get out there about 1:40. It's going to take me about an hour to get back. This is definitely my last ride.
Okay.
So I get out there, and I'm driving, and you could tell it's a rich area when they have like Crestwood Estates and they have the gates leading up. Right. So I get out there, and I'm like, hey, man, this is a really nice area. And he's like, yeah, man, nobody leaves their doors locked. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So in my crazy mind you, I'm off of an edible at this point. Oh, wow. So I started to think, and the thought that came in my head was, damn, what would happen if somebody just parked their car in the driveway, walked in the crib, and just started cooking breakfast, like at 3 a.m.?
You would probably go to jail.
Like,
get arrested.
or get shot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or both.
But it could be kind of funny because think about if the person comes downstairs like, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't think they would find that funny.
Scrambled eggs?
Yeah,
No?
I don't think they would find that funny at all.
Are you like cooking like homie and baby
I mean,
boy with no clothes on? What you want?
If you came downstairs, somebody's making some breakfast. Like, what would you do? What would be your reaction if you're sitting
I'm
there?
finna go get my pistol. What you mean if I come downstairs
Yeah.
and there's somebody in my kitchen?
Yeah. What I'm gonna say?
Right.
Don't drink all my orange juice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
I'm not gonna ask no questions.
I had that. I told him like, man, what happened if I just walked into somebody? He was like, man, I don't know. He like out here, they probably would be kind of thrown off guard because you're not robbing the place. You're actually making breakfast. And I'd be like, yeah, like my excuse would be like, man, bro, your crib look pretty big. You seem like you got a lot of food in the fridge, and I was hungry, so I just
got these pots in here.
My man said nobody locks their door, so I just came in this motherfucker and started making
cooking.
breakfast.
Good luck with that. Yeah. I don't think
I wouldn't invite.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't invite.
But that was basically the edible kicking in. And I had that crazy. I made myself laugh. I had to pull over.
I'm glad.
Wow.
I'm glad it was just you stopped at the thought and didn't move to the execution.
Oh no,
yeah, because that would.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of crazy.
What would that crime be? It wouldn't be grand.
What would the crime be?
B&E, breaking and entering.
Like, yeah, it would be B&E.
Yeah.
But, you know, can you imagine explaining this? What did he do? What did he steal? Nothing. He made eggs that are marvelous. They are very fluffy. They have the right amount of cheese in them.
Wouldn't that be B&B, bed and breakfast?
See? That's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I came to your house. I got the wrong order mixed up. My bad. I was supposed to go to next door. But, you know. What you been up to, man?
Not much, man. You know, just working as well. I did go to my first WNBA game.
Ooh, nice. Those girls so tall.
They are tall. They are tall. And no, actually, so it was really cool though, cause you know, I got to see Candace Parker live.
Oh man, you know she ain't called me back.
She's never gonna call you.
Damn it.
Because you wore that fishnet outfit.
Damn it, I wore it for her.
That's definitely not a first date outfit. But yeah, I got to see Candace Parker live. She, like it looked like she was playing a different game, bro. Like when she came in the game, like she was just dominating. She's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? She out there, man, crossing over, man, hitting fadeaways. Like I'm talking about, and it was a really, really, really good game. They played the Atlanta Dream.
Okay.
Hey, man,
Was there a lot of women there?
Yeah, it was a lot of women. Some of them on the Atlanta, man, they had some. It was nice. It was nice. It was a really good view.
Yeah, you was in the courtside.
I was courtside, bro. I was stunned.
Oh man, you was stunned on them.
Yeah, man. It was cool. Like my feet were on the court.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. It was pretty awesome.
He was living.
Yeah. No, but you know what's a little sidebar to that? Yo, so I did a reel about that on Instagram.
Right.
And it got like a lot of views, like more views than I've ever had, like by far.
Okay.
But the point of this story is I got to see like a little bit of the underbelly of the internet. Because like all these just random people started commenting on the post. Like super negative stuff though.
Really?
Yeah. Like
You should have called them out.
yeah, like nah, I'm not gonna respond to that because that's what they want.
What did they even say?
They're just like, well, how much did they have to pay you to say that you had a good time?
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like, there's too much LGBTQ stuff going on.
come
Yeah,
on.
it's just like, why is that your default?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and all I'm talking about, I genuinely enjoyed myself. I had a good experience.
You look like you had a great time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a good game. It was free food.
Oh,
And it was
man.
really super last minute. Shout out to my homegirl Keisha, man. She put me on with the tickets.
Thank you.
And yeah, man, I had a really good experience. And I was just sharing that. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, it wasn't like hundreds of people, but it was just like all these random people making these super ignorant comments. One person asked, "How did Brittney Griner do?" Like, come on, bro.
Come on,
bro.
Oh yeah, that's
kinda foul,
shady.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
shady.
it was really so. Like I said, I got to kind of see like, how the other half lives.
Yeah.
And I just like stuff like that, bro. Like I'm not gonna respond.
Yeah, it's the underbelly's real.
Yeah, man.
A couple of reels that I've posted got you know what I mean? And yeah, some of those comments I just leave them there.
I've never seen
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I don't really, you don't do the reels. The reels and the stories give you the most views on your Instagram posts because Instagram only.
It's something with the algorithm that they
it's
do,
with
but
the
they
algorithm.
reels definitely get more coverage.
Way more coverage.
Yeah.
Way more coverage. I sent you something I want you to check out.
Yeah.
That was real coverage.
But yeah, man. But I had a really good experience.
That's good. I'm glad to see a lot of women out there. You know what I'm saying? Finally
and the game
WNBA.
was like really well attended. Like the energy in there was awesome. Like people are into the game. There's a lot of stuff. Is like a lot of activities around. Like it's a really good experience. Like the halftime entertainment, the mascot. Like you know
what the halftime entertainment?
It was. Who was the halftime? I don't know. It was entertaining though.
Okay.
It was somebody was singing. They had these dance groups. It was like a few. You know what I'm saying? It was just
like
like
Chicago joints.
Yeah. They was in there footworking.
Let me see you footwork. Let me see you footwork.
Okay.
Did they do the shirt thing?
No, they didn't do that.
Oh damn.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. So,
I mean, that seemed pretty dope. One of my guys did a party actually across the street on the rooftop of the hotel across from Wintrust. He did it. He's been a fan and he's been supporting the WNBA ever since God knows how long, at least about for like the past 2 years. He's been really connected. He goes to like the Summer League games. He has great relationships with them. So, and he was telling me like, bro, like I told him like, I got to give him a shout out to Hustle Simmons. Got to give him a shout out for that because I told him like, you got to watch. Sometimes when you're a leader and you lead the path, people going to follow in that path and they're going to follow in those footsteps. But they always got to remember who did it first. Always got to remember who did it first.
Yeah. So speaking of the WNBA,
All right.
we can move into our first topic.
Okay.
Brittney Griner.
Griner,
My bad.
Brittney Griner.
Griner. I'm sorry.
She has been in prison in Russia.
For how long now?
She was arrested on. No, it hasn't been that long. It's she was arrested on February 17th.
Okay.
It feels like it's been a year. I'm sure for her it feels like an eternity.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean any minute spent in jail, especially she's in like in a Russian. I mean, you saw her and she didn't look like they were like mistreating her or beating her or anything. And I shouldn't laugh, but no, she looked like she was well.
Okay.
Right. So, but she has been in jail since February 17th when she was arrested. Sheremetyevo, I'm sure I just butchered the name of the airport, international airport, for possession of cannabis oil in vape cartridges. And then just recently, I saw that they reported that she has a doctor's note. They prescribed her that, I think for like pain or something for recovery. So I'm not sure how much that holds up in the court.
Why would she think that would work in another country?
I mean, so she goes to Russia every year to play.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this is probably not the first time she's done this.
Right.
So it kind of, and it's also kind of because you don't know what the other motives are because obviously diplomatic relations between Russia and the U.S. are not too good. Optimal right now.
Right.
And they feel like we got this WNBA superstar.
Something high profile, something that they can use to squeeze something out of the U.S. That could
trade it for another prison.
We don't know that for sure.
Right.
But the timing is awfully convenient for this to be happening.
Right.
Because I think she was arrested maybe 2 weeks before they invaded Ukraine.
Yeah.
Wow.
And and there was already heavy posturing going on before then. So, but we don't know that for sure. She said she accidentally packed the vape cartridges, so she didn't know she had them. And I don't know if she said that before, but for her, she to say that she accidentally had packed the vape cartridges, and then to say she had a doctor's note for them, kind of.
Yeah, it's like.
Either way, they are trying to get her out, right? There has been talks of a prisoner swap.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, so there's a guy. He's a weapons dealer. He was known as, he had some wild nickname. But he was he's nicknamed the Merchant of Death. And there he is.
Well, damn.
His name is Victor Bout.
Well, there's a T-shirt.
He is currently serving a 25-year sentence after conspiring to sell weapons to people who threaten to kill Americans.
Well, damn.
So and that's complicated things because he was already spoken of in the deal to get another American soldier out. There's a guy over there that he's been in jail in Russia for a while. He was accused of espionage. So he's for Paul Wheeler, he's a former Marine. Yeah, he's been held over there for espionage. They were talking about swapping Victor about the Merchant of Death for him, but now they're talking about them swapping for Brittney Griner.
I want to know like how his family feels about that and how he feels about that. Like sitting, he's thinking like, okay, yeah.
I mean, obviously he's not in favor of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Y'all were
yeah,
talking about me and now, but obviously she's more high profile. We didn't know who dude was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Until now.
I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, but she's been over there, and there's obviously been a huge campaign on this side. You know, I mean, obviously I know they honor her at the WNBA All-Star game.
I saw that.
Yeah, I did see. So you know, obviously, like heavy in the NBA when they were still playing.
Yeah.
You know, talking about free BG. Obviously, heavy presence in the WNBA. So hopefully they can get her home soon. I know it's kind of one of those things where, like, I mean, you know, other countries have different laws, right? Yeah. So people need to abide by those laws, and you don't just get to not obey them because you're an American.
Or have a doctor's note.
Right. But at the same time, you know, especially for something that, you know, is trivial as vape cartridges, even though that's just the way we see it. Yeah. But I mean, over there, because I think they said she can get up to 10 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a pretty serious charge. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, you can get, when you travel nowadays, you can literally put that in your bag and they won't even bother with it.
That's flying domestically, though.
Yeah.
That's what
it's a different ball game.
Right.
I mean, when you fly internationally, it depends on where you're going.
Exactly.
And other countries have very different laws when it comes to drugs. Some countries have very, very harsh penalties. Right. Russia being one of them.
Ain't like she was going to Jamaica.
Right. They have some of the harshest penalties in terms of drug sentencing in the world. You know, so, I mean, whether she did it accidentally, whether she had a doctor, whether she's excused or not, there's just definitely something that she needs to be sure of.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I mean, I think eventually she would get released after a while. I mean, yeah, man, it's a touchy situation because once again, it is illegal in that country,
right?
And it can be other reasons why too they holding her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, it could be politically motivated.
It could be politically motivated. It could be, oh, you're one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A lot of the
you're black. You're a lesbian.
Yeah, a lot of other countries.
It could be a whole lot of things because I don't know too many Russian lesbians.
Well, damn.
I mean, that is.
She said, calm that. This guy.
How many Russian people do you know in general?
I literally, you know what? This is surprisingly. I know 5.
I know a Russian.
I know 2
and
Russians.
And based off those 5 people, that gives you like you think the Russian lesbian population.
I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna search in the Pornhub and see if it happens.
Oh no, God, that is not.
I know a Russian brother's name is Ivan Jakinov.
Once again, these are just jokes. Please don't be easily offended, okay?
And his sister, I'm a Slabovich.
That wasn't good.
It was close. It was like you went just a little too far.
I couldn't help it.
You tried really hard.
Yeah.
But Brittney Griner, she pled guilty on July 7th, so recently. So in hopes that would kind of expedite the process to help, get the negotiations. So now that she's actually pled guilty, so I don't think that she's been sentenced or anything like that. But hopefully this will expedite the process and she'll be able to get home soon.
Yeah, because a lot of the other parts of the world, they don't really like Americans too much.
I mean, no. They don't.
Yeah, I mean,
but she plays over there every year because she makes more money over there than she does playing in the WNBA.
Right,
and she's one of the WNBA's biggest stars.
Crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, and that's kind of another thing where the WNBA salaries aren't that great, but I mean,
we're getting there.
Yeah. I mean, but I think the more the league grows, you can see more games that are well attended in other cities, and they be consistent. You start getting TV money, and
I have seen the games being more populated.
Yeah,
and being more supportive this year.
And because Chicago Sky won last year,
right?
Champions.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Champions.
So
he holds it down, son.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, so the game I went to was well attended. And it was like I said, it was really exciting. Like the brand of basketball, you know, it's definitely different than men's basketball.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's not less exciting, you know. And like so, I think there are a lot of misconceptions about women's basketball.
Yeah,
you know, so some I may have had, I didn't think, you know, I would have as good a time. But I was open minded and I went and I ended up really enjoying it.
I like the fact that they moved it towards the off season of the NBA.
Of course,
yeah.
Because I
think it was always like that.
No, because I think they overlap a little. They used to overlap.
I think they still do overlap.
They do?
Bit. Yeah, because I mean, the finals was just over maybe like a month ago. So
yeah,
I think they might overlap a little bit, or they might start right after. But I know the season has always been like right around this time.
Yeah, because matter of fact, when we talked about it on the pod when they had the parade downtown, we were talking about like how Lori Lightfoot didn't really push that, and it was pretty nice outside. It wasn't super nice, but it was like about 40, 50 degrees where it was like, you know, well enough for people to come outside.
She would push that. Isn't she a lesbian too, right?
I mean, what is that?
But
the WNBA and lesbians are not synonymous. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
and that is
you
also
you can't make that correlation.
Not all of them are lesbians. Yeah. They're just good at playing sports.
So if I go there with a big sign that says "Call me," will one of the players call me?
I don't know.
It matters what you're wearing because you wear that fishnet shit.
I mean, you might catch a few. You might catch a few. They might see you. They might see you with that on. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I'm open.
You should go ahead and apply for a job and be like the towel boy.
Hey, I'll take
just
that.
Hand them the towel very seductively.
Because I'm gonna be wearing the towel, then I'm gonna hand it to him.
Oh my god!
That's a good game, girl. Good game. Good game.
You like some Gatorade?
I'm gonna pour it over my bald dick.
Oh Jesus!
Oh man.
Well, yeah, man. Well, but yeah. So I guess but as we were saying,
I just got a mental note of that. I'm sorry.
But getting back to Brittney Griner, so she's been in jail for 4.5 months now. So it's been a while, you know. And I don't think anybody expected her to be there this long.
No.
You know, and her wife has been constantly kind of like, and the U.S. has kind of been dragging his feet on it a little bit.
Well, that's a big deal. Russia's not like it's some other type of country where you can just go over there and just use the U.S. might. That's Russia. I mean, they bombing the hell out of Ukraine. Yeah. They can't really do nothing about that.
There is precedent for it, though. In April of this year, actually, the U.S. swapped prisoners. There was a Russian prisoner who was arrested on drug trafficking charges for another former. He was arrested on drug trafficking charges, and he was swapped for another former Marine. So I guess they normally do this to get, you know.
Yeah.
This happens, you know. So this is not like something that's, you know, unheard of. So it's just a little more high profile because she's a star.
So are the Russians thinking we grabbed the wrong bitch?
No, I don't think that. I think
they don't care.
I think they feel like they could probably get something for this. Like they're probably really, you know, what
free tickets to a game.
I don't think they care about
We're going to see Brittney Griner walking down Stony Island. I don't know how
I don't even know. Do Russia even have sports over there? Like, it's soccer, right?
She plays basketball. But Russia.
But what's the biggest sport thing?
Dude, I don't know what the biggest sport in Russia is, but Russia is the largest country in the world.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, like, so they have, I do know, like, wrestling is really big over there. Boxing is really big over there.
Swimming. And, gymnastics.
Yeah,
it was a whole documentary about that, about the Russian gymnastics going against the American gymnastics.
Yeah, they compete heavy in the, you know, they have that national pride, so they compete heavy in the Olympic sports. But I also know, like, Russian boxing is definitely a big thing. But they have, like, you know, because there's a Russian women's basketball league.
I bet you they big as hell, boy.
You said what?
I bet you they big as hell.
But
you won't get past me, comrade.
and there were a lot of. Remember Bridget Nielsen in Rocky IV?
Yes.
She was really. Quick side, but no. So I mean,
Balboa.
She was.
But women's. But that's the thing. Like when a lot of WNBA players go overseas to various countries.
Yeah.
And I want to say there's one other big star. I forgot who it was that goes over there every year. Every off season they go to Russia to play.
She might change her mind this year.
I mean, I would imagine that after spending however long she's going to end up spending in jail right now, already 4.5 months, I imagine that she probably wouldn't want to go back. You never know. Money talks, you know, because I understand. I mean, because I think she gets over $1 million over there.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas opposed to here, I think I'm not sure what her salary is, but somewhere in the hundreds of thousands.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, the average salary in the WNBA is not that much. I probably should have Googled it before we started this, but I can give it a quick Google right now. I know it's not that much.
Well, maybe I could slide through there, but hey, girl, what you doing?
Let's see. The average WNBA salary for the 2020-2021 season was $120,000. I mean, that's nothing to shake your head at. But in terms of professional athletes,
right? I mean,
so Brittney, she signed a $664,000 3-year contract with the Phoenix Mercury.
You said how much?
$664,544.
Yeah, but that's over the life of the contract. There are only 14 players making $200,000 or more. Headlined by Diana Taurasi, Jewel Lloyd, and Breanna Stewart. I'm pretty sure Brittney Griner is in that number. As well. You know, so you're making $200,000 a year. That's a nice amount of money.
Yeah, that's decent.
But if somebody's paying you like they pay way more overseas, which is why she's there. Okay. But you know, I mean, there are other sports leagues. You know, over there, she may choose to go somewhere else, but she's definitely not going to go.
He ain't gonna do that.
Okay, but she's definitely. I would be really surprised if she goes back to Russia. So
I wouldn't.
Once again, hopefully this can all be resolved soon. You know, bring home Brittney Griner, man. Indeed. You know, but I mean, we do also have to realize that you can't go to these other countries.
Yeah, tripping.
And thinking just because you're in America, you can get away with certain things because their laws are different.
Indeed.
You know, and just because we're Americans, we don't have special privileges in other countries.
We don't.
Not at all.
You know, I mean, and I think it's fortunate for her that she is a big star because if she was just me or you, you know what I'm saying? We'd be about to do that decade in Russia. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
That would suck.
Oh my God, dude! Like, I remember. Did you ever used to watch that show Locked Up Abroad?
Yeah. Yep.
Bro, I never. And most of the people that would be going to jail would be over drugs. Wow. People trying to smuggle drugs or just like get drugs in other countries where they don't play, and you get caught with it, and you're going to go to jail.
Well, the good thing is Russia's not a big tourist place.
No.
Nobody, nobody be like, hey, I'm finna go to Russia. For what?
Get arrested.
What are you going to do there? It's cold, fam.
I mean there are reasons to travel to Russia. Not now.
No, I would.
Right now, we're probably
there
not
isn't
be a good
one
time
reason
to go.
for me to go to Russia for anything.
Russian roulette.
Jesus could be there. I'd be like, I'm good. I'll see him on television.
Well,
so somebody report him. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
we found Jesus in Russia. Oh, that's what's up.
I don't think Jesus is in Russia.
I'm just saying.
That's ironic, the name of that show, Locked Up Abroad, because they did lock up abroad.
Oh, my God. And on that note,
Bing.
when we get that last too far joke from Sean, that is
locked up a lot of bras.
Perfect opportunity to move on to the next contract. To the next.
Who else is locked up? We have R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
50 years.
Locked up. Won't let me out.
Wow.
Yeah, R. Kelly locked up for 50 years, bro.
Well, not yet. He's been sentenced to 30 years.
Well, that makes it better. No. I think they're getting a little too harsh on him. I mean, he's no angel. He's no angel at all. But 30 years, and he probably gonna get more than that. Come on. And they really went out of their way to prosecute him. A RICO charge, a sexual RICO at that.
So they did hit him with the racketeering charge.
I mean, really.
I mean, so they basically did. So that's what that. So I honestly I didn't realize that's what it was until I really started going into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was charged with racketeering.
Is he? Come on.
Basically saying that he operated criminal enterprise to lure and sexually assault underage girls.
So he had an enterprise. The man can't even read.
I mean,
that doesn't make it.
I'm just saying.
R. Kelly been out here doing dirt for a long time, bro.
But
enterprise. I mean,
okay, bro. Let's just cut to the chase. He had over 20 women transported from Atlanta to Chicago
Across
from New
state
York.
lines.
Cross state lines that was underage for years. Let's not say that he doesn't have that.
But was that like an organization, an enterprise? Did they have like younghoes.com or something? Like,
I mean,
just because it's a RICO doesn't mean it has to be like organized crime. It
that's
could be,
what a RICO is.
No, that's what it started for.
Yeah,
that's what it was created for.
Okay.
It was created
but
to take down the mafia.
It's not exclusive to organized
But it's not
crime.
exclusive to organized crime. It has a lot of categories under RICO that if you're transporting underage women that you are having sex with, that is illegal going across state lines.
You know who else got
Well,
charged
actually,
with
it's
that?
illegal anywhere you do it.
Yeah, anywhere, yeah.
But doing it
Who
across
else?
state lines.
Jack Johnson.
What are you
Got
talking about?
Jack Johnson got charged with the same thing. But
Okay, wait.
it was white women.
Who is Jack Johnson?
The boxer, Jack
Back in the day, yeah.
Wait,
he
well,
got charged about the exact same thing.
Yeah. So I mean, but his Jack Johnson wasn't messing with underage girls.
But he was messing with white women.
He was
That's a big difference.
Yeah, that's
But I'm just saying it's almost the same level.
You an R. Kelly fan.
No,
though.
I'm
You
just
wanna
saying it's
stick up for
almost
R.
the
Kelly.
same level of ridiculousness to say this man had a criminal enterprise of women. I'm not saying the man's an angel at all.
Right.
But I'm just saying to say he ran a criminal enterprise of quote unquote young women.
Well, the thing about it is they tried to find anything to lock him up with because a lot of things wasn't able to stick.
Statute of limitations way gone.
Well, and that's why his lawyer is trying to get the case dismissed here.
Right.
They have charges here on obstruction of justice, saying in relation to the 2008 case,
Right.
saying that he intimidated witnesses and whatnot. So, but statute of limitations on that is 10 years. And they didn't file these new charges until 2019. So his attorney is currently arguing that the case here, the statute of limitations is passed, so it should be dismissed.
Yeah,
So he was sentenced to 30 years in New York court. He has one other case pending here. He has another case pending in Minnesota for solicitation of sex from a minor. So I mean, I mean, it's okay. RICO charge, like they probably were because there was a lot of public pressure. So I honestly do think that they just came up with something. They found something that they knew would stick. Because I remember 50 Cent, there was a clip circulating around with him. He was saying basically RICO charges, like if you get that, the laws are designed for you not to escape them. Right?
Yep.
So about him doing what he was doing, and then there was all that public stuff about him holding women against their will in that house in Atlanta.
Yep.
And they were coming from other places, you know what I'm saying? Like, that gave them the tools that they needed. But I do agree with you that I don't think he would be getting a RICO charge if there wasn't all this public pressure.
Indeed.
But I think that he definitely needs to be in jail, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's no angel. The man's no angel at all.
Yeah. I mean, so it's like how he gets there is.
Oh wow.
And
do it.
No, to me, it's just like, I mean, obviously, I don't think it's as far-fetched as you think it is. Because there are reports of him, like, basically kidnapping, holding women against their will, multiple women, you know what I'm saying? Even though, but if there is it is crazy that, and I don't know if anybody else is under that indictment for that RICO charge, right?
Well,
so normally on the RICO, there's a criminal enterprise, there should be more people. Now, I don't know if it should, but it doesn't seem like there are more people going down.
You would think parents.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a whole nother. That's
a whole nother thing.
But
because some of the parents are not at fault, because this is the thing. Like the parents they did interview was like, we was promised that he was going to take our daughter and work with her on her music.
They not gonna tell you in the interview.
I mean, that's what they said. Multiple parents have came up. And then multiple parents said, yeah, I took the bag. You feel what I'm saying?
Course.
But the thing about it is, I'm tired of people making these small explanations for the dude. Point blank, period. You have 2 shows about surviving R. Kelly. You have over 50 women that literally said, I started dating R. Kelly when I was 16. Then you have multiple women that you hired to train these underage women to sexually please you. They are now coming against you. So there is no explanation or, well, it could be this person's fault. It could be, no. Nigga, you got away with it once, and you kept doing it.
But that's not the charge. It's a racketeering charge. It's not having sex with underage women.
Well, that's a part of the crime.
Right.
So that's the.
I just think they just went really out of their way to get him. But like you said,
they did go out of their way to get him.
He's been doing this for years.
And he's been
They're pissed off, bro. The man got away with it.
Did you see the clip of him? He's over there in some other country talking about who wants to come back with R. Kelly.
I
to
saw
America.
that. Do you have a passport?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like this, R. Kelly was wild, bro. And the thing is, I feel sorry for R. Kelly. I do. He because during the sentencing, the judge spoke to the fact that he was abused. You know, and so that definitely has something to do with his behavior. The fact that he was abused. You know, and I feel sorry for him. But bro, R. Kelly is in his 50s. If he was gonna get help. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was going to do something, he would have done it by now. But he's not.
His own brother said he offered me $50,000 to say it was me on the tape.
I mean, yeah. R. Kelly is a sexual predator. He's a sexual deviant. You know, and I mean, it's just it is what it is. We've all known. If you grew up in Chicago, we've all known this.
Yeah,
basically all of our life.
No secrets.
So regardless of whatever the charges are, whether it's trumped up or not, man, you ain't gonna get no tears from me for R. Kelly, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You just not.
You deserve them 50.
He's no angel.
And you know what, bro? And I'm not like, if you want to listen to R. Kelly still, I don't care. I think it's weird if you go out of your way to say that you listen to R. Kelly. I think that's a little strange.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, why? Why you gotta do that?
I got an R. Kelly T-shirt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, but either way, do what you want to do in terms of that. But I mean, the dude, he needs to be in jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? He and just because other people may have gotten away with it, I've seen all the arguments about Elvis did this and Epstein and all this other stuff. It's just like, bro, just because other people got away with it, just because doesn't mean everybody
Epstein didn't get away with it.
Yeah,
he got locked up, and then they killed him.
Yeah.
They killed that man.
He knew too much.
Yeah.
He knew too much. He had too many political people, too many presidents, too many senators, too many very important people coming to the island having these wild, crazy sex parties or whatever the case may be. Period.
Regardless of whoever else got away with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the charge is, man. But the worry is... Because I do think, like, the fact that they went racketeering is kind of like, they went a little far with that, but, you know what I'm saying? But so the thing that worries me about that is the possibility through appeal. Later, because, that's how Bill Cosby got out on the technicality. Because it was kind of the same thing, public pressure. You know what I'm saying? They end up charging him with something, put him in jail. But because of that, the case wasn't airtight. So Bill Cosby got out on technicality.
I'm saying if I could tear it apart, imagine what they could do.
You know, I mean, so I guess maybe down the road you see the possibility because you see that, like I said, they're already trying to get the charge here dismissed. And I want to say that the attorney is representing him is the same attorney that got Bill Cosby out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
he ain't getting out.
More than likely, Kels might die in jail.
Yeah, he's not getting out.
And it really is sad. It really is. I take no pleasure in knowing that R. Kelly is in jail.
I think his crew. I mean,
he was enabled.
I'm gonna tell you right now, all y'all dudes, all of them, all the security guards, to the best friend, to the girls, y'all was bogus for letting him even do it. Y'all knew this shit was wrong in the first place.
And you talked about that documentary, and I only watched the first episode. I couldn't get through the Surviving R. Kelly.
Oh, no, I watched it all. It was crazy.
But the thing is, all of these people were around, but y'all wasn't doing nothing back then.
Right.
Like, when you talk about that was Sparkle's niece that was in that tape. She brought her up there, and you know what he does. And I just have to say this, bro. Because this was always weird to me, and people didn't really talk about this, but the way people were circulating that R. Kelly sex tape,
I saw it.
You know what I'm saying? Back in like whenever that case was, like 2000.
You can buy it at the gas station.
bro.
Yeah.
It's child
That
pornography.
was child pornography, bro.
LimeWire like a mother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people were they were widely circulating this. This was child porn, and everybody was watching. I was never. That was always weird to me. I've never seen it.
I remember going out west, and this dude was playing it on his TVs in the car at the Circle.
Oh yeah, they used to do that all the time, all the time. And that was always so strange, man. To look back on that and to realize that like they were literally distributing child pornography at barbershops, beauty salons, Harold's Chicken, anywhere the bootleg DVD man was. Yeah. They had that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just like, it's mind blowing to think about that in today's climate. Think about what they were doing,
bro. We knew people that brought that.
So, but the thing is, so this is why sometimes I know, like, well, a lot of times when people in terms of their sensitivities and like things changing, sometimes they go like extreme. But when you look at some things like that and what was acceptable during that time, nobody batted an eye, bro. Nobody said anything about it. Yeah. Everybody had it. Everybody was watching it.
Well, the DVD
really. You said what?
Well, I guess no. I was gonna say it was illegal, but it wasn't like it was a movie or some shit.
I mean, but yeah, but it was
child pornography.
Yeah, but that's most of the time. Most of the time, I'm not even. Either way, bro.
Right.
He was peeing on an underage girl, and people were circulating it everywhere.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
That was just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why, like, I mean, I know we talk about the old ways and all that other stuff, bro, but it was a lot of stuff we did that was acceptable back then that needs to change. Like, for real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of them, bro. I had to get that off my chest. I've talked about that with some, we've had that conversation before, but I wanted to say that on a public forum because that was wild, bro. It was. Wild. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, but R. Kelly probably going to die in jail.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I mean, and the crazy thing about it, kind of found out he didn't own none of his masters.
Most people don't. That's not something, record labels, those initial contracts that you make, like, you never, to own the masters to your recordings, is something like, that's a new phenomenon that people are talking about.
Right.
But that was like pretty much like an artist owning their masters was like unheard of. Like only a select few people.
Yeah. Indeed. And now it's more common. And now,
which is more people are aware of it and trying to do it and making that push. Which is before, like, the artists artists basically are signed to slave deals. Yeah. Like, you have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just kind of like that was just standard industry practice that the artist ends up on the short end of the stick, even though they're the ones that are driving the bus. All of this stuff is made off their creativity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But they benefit the least of it off of it financially. That's just the way the record industry
we just watched I sent you the link. Lupe Fiasco was on Hot 97, and he was talking about like how he was like, I remember telling Leor Cohen, how you say his name? Leor Cohen. Yeah. That hey, I want my masters. He's like, what you gonna do with them? Walk around in a briefcase?
Yeah. I would say yeah.
And he was like, at the time, he like, I got kind of mad, but then he like years later, I started thinking about like, what will I do with him? Because I don't get spins like that. People don't spin my music like that. I don't get royalty checks like that. You feel what I'm saying? So he's like, what was the purpose of me owning my masters? He was like, even though he wants them, he like, wouldn't mind having them.
Well,
but
I think the point of owning your masters is because it's your work, and regardless if you're not getting a lot of spins, if the opportunity ever does arise, like let's just say years later, like your song gets used in a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A commercial,
anything like that, then you would get those. But residuals.
See those, exactly. So like when artists gets their music picked for like shows or music or commercial stuff like that, they get a check. Right. Similar to like what Pusha T said.
Well, I mean, are you sure they get a check? It depends on their deal.
It depends. No, you when you sign.
If you don't own the rights to that music, then you don't get the people that own the rights to that music get that check. It depends on your deal. It depends on how your points are.
It depends on your deal.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. All artists are not going to get that.
I'm just majority of artists that do sell their music out on commercials or television, they do get a percentage off of it. Just say like Pusha T made a good point. He was like, he's the one that created I'm loving it McDonald's, but he was like, if I would have known instead of taking a $500,000 check that this slogan will last 20 years, I would have probably negotiated differently at the beginning, so I can get a check every single month rather than you know what I'm saying, one big whop and then it's cool. And then he's like, 20 years later they still using this damn slang, the slogan. But yeah, so it's fucked up. R. Kelly's gonna be out there for a minute.
I was gonna say a lot of 80s artists are getting a lot of money from Spotify and other streaming services because based off Stranger Things.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the thing. A lot of those, but see, once again, these are things that are put up where, like he said earlier, those artists was getting raped back in the day. Their deals wasn't as elaborate as these newer deals are.
Indeed.
And nowadays, the past 2 to 3 months, there has been plenty of artists selling their whole catalogs for like $500-600 million.
Irv Gotti?
No, not Irv Gotti. Justin Timberlake is one. Oh God, it was somebody else. Somebody else that was real big.
Yeah, I did see Justin Timberlake.
That just
I don't
sold
know who else.
their music catalog for like $300-400 million, and it was just a crazy number because they were just like, all right, cool, whatever, like take it. Like
Irv Gotti served the Murder Inc. for a couple. I forget the exact number, but he got a nice big bag for that shit.
Yeah, that's what, like, you know, him and Ashanti had a big thing. You know, she re-recorded all her music basically,
and still the album still ain't came out.
Yeah, man, but Kels, bro, it's
a wrap, man.
Yeah,
Sorry,
man.
Kels. Look,
Yeah.
man, look. I'm gonna just say it like this: R. Kelly,
Uh-oh.
you had a great run.
Hell of a run.
I can't-
musically,
I
not
can't.
not in his personal life. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we make that clarification.
Very clear.
Yeah, he had a great run musically. You know, like some of the stuff, and that's what they talk about. It's really sad that even though nobody could compete with R. Kelly in the verses, but can you imagine?
That'd be crazy.
Nobody could compete with
one.
Nobody. The only. There's nobody alive that could compete with R. Kelly in the verses.
Nope.
And even when you start to look at dead people, when you really look at what R. Kelly did,
that'd be hard, bro.
and the type of stuff that he wrote for people that just not even you can take all of his own music away. You can do a verses with the music that he wrote for other people and still kill. Like it is really sad that this is where we are, because R. Kelly is one of the greatest musical minds in the history of the world. There's no denying that.
There's no denying.
Yeah, and it was just so sad that he had kind of like this fatal flaw.
Yeah,
he's a pedophile.
So like, you know
what I'm saying? And it's, like, it was even more sad because it's based off of the fact that he was abused. He doesn't, in a sense, he doesn't know any better.
Hey, this is where it starts, unfortunately.
Yeah,
R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? Musically,
don't drop the soap.
Musically,
wow.
I love you, man. I love your music. The music that you did produce, the kids you probably created with the music that you produced and put out there.
The kids he created.
You had to go with the kids.
The kids
you couldn't think of anything
the
else
children.
to say there. You got to bring up children and R. Kelly.
You know what? The population you created with your music.
You mean the population that he touched?
Oh my God.
I'm trying to be sentimental here.
Oh
man.
my God.
Can I be sentimental for a second?
Okay, go ahead. Play it. Cue the music.
Sorry. But R. Kelly, man, you know, it's a shame that we had to go that route. Like Rail said,
Hey, quick.
don't drop the soap.
Do you remember when he was filming? Remember when we didn't realize it till years later that was Aaliyah when they were filming that back
forth on 80.
that was on Lafayette.
Yeah, 86
at that little
Lafayette.
warehouse. Do you remember when he pulled up with pre-autographed pieces of paper and basically stopped, rolled down his window, and threw these pieces of paper out at us?
Yes.
Wow.
And I literally had those.
Yeah, I remember you saved them. It was so bizarre. Like he didn't, like he was coming out because somehow word got out that R. Kelly was at this. It was like this
No, it wasn't that. We was just riding our bikes, going to the hill.
Yeah. No, we found out, but then somehow other people. Because remember, there were a lot more people back there.
Yeah.
Because we, you know what I'm saying. So they were filming this video, and we ended up seeing Aaliyah. We didn't know who she was at first, and then that's where they filmed that back, forth, and forth video.
Wow.
And so people are outside, and I guess he knew people. Obviously, he saw, and he pulled up. He had this navy blue Ford Explorer.
Yep.
And he pulled up. He rolled down his window. And he had these small pieces of paper that he autographed.
Wow.
And he pulled up, rolled down his window, and threw these pieces of paper out at all of us.
Did people start grabbing them?
Yeah.
Dude, I had it in my wallet for years.
Rolled up his window and drove off.
I used to brag to girls like I met R. Kelly.
Wow.
I was like 12, 13 at the time. Like, I met R. Kelly. Look, I got his
He rolled
autograph.
down his window and threw pieces of paper at us.
Look, I had it in my wallet. I used to pull out my little Velcro wallet.
Velcro. Wow.
It was like, look, I got his autograph.
Wow.
I definitely did. I don't think I grabbed one. That was just,
I had
You
it.
probably still got it.
that was
No, I
bizarre.
threw that shit away.
Damn.
Like, what am I gonna do with this?
I was like, get over
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Like, what am
But-
I gonna do with this small, like
Nostalgia.
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Look
this
like
is
a transfer.
so
Man.
strange.
But you know,
Yeah, man.
it is what it is. Man, what else is in the music today?
Yeah, man. So
Fuck, nigga, freak.
Oh.
I should play that song.
Don't do it, please.
don't do it.
Oh,
Please
yeah.
don't.
Oh,
Bluetooth
on.
Please don't.
They can't hear it, but we can do that to
That
it.
is
They don't know
sorry.
what we're talking about. F and F. Let's see. Does
Oh,
it come
God,
up?
Please, no.
I mean, it's gonna come up. Well,
What's her name?
Glorilla.
Just put in link card theme.
Yeah, Glorilla signed with CMG, Yo Gotti's record label. She received $500,000 to sign.
I wonder if she keep her masters.
As a signing, but no.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
no, I definitely don't think.
They might want to use that song in a Disney
I mean, yeah, because
movie.
because the $500K she received is in advance.
Right. Don't
know
you
what
got to
I'm
pay that shit back?
Yeah, that's what advances. Advances alone. So, yeah, I definitely don't think that.
But I mean, she signed for 500K. She's already made that back.
You don't know that.
Right.
She had 22 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, but this was before
She-
this is before she signed.
Trust me.
I mean, I'm not saying
Within the next 7 months, because we didn't even get the remix out yet. The remix is finna just take it a whole nother. CMG just dropped a collaboration album with 27 songs of everybody on their label. When that remix come out, that's gonna be another hit record, and she's gonna make.
I
that
mean,
500K
so
back.
I mean, the record is definitely a smash. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it came out right at the beginning of the summer.
Yeah.
You know,
And I'm just saying, if you are offended by this song, you are a fuck nigga. Point blank. Period.
Wow. Really?
Dead serious.
I'm not.
Why would you say that?
Because if you get offended, I'm not offended by it because
So
I'm
what
not a
does
fuck
that mean?
nigga. Because I'm not a fuck nigga. So it doesn't
What?
talk. It doesn't concern me. You feel what I'm saying? Like when some women artists come out with certain songs, I don't really get offended by it because I'm not the person they talk about. So I don't feel the need to get upset. A lot of dudes have been on Facebook and Twitter going ham. Even when she signed her deal, they couldn't even let the girl live for 20 minutes before they started pulling up her old tweets from fucking 5 years ago. Like, she said this.
I mean, even they do that with everybody. Twitter, the internet, they try to tear everybody.
Yeah,
down.
they tear it down. Like, man, let the girl have a moment. She made a record on TikTok or Instagram. It was catchy. It caught on. It went viral. Record label, Yo Gotti is a genius of finding good talent because everybody on his label sells records and makes hella bread.
Well, maybe some people put a little past that.
I mean, the song is literally talking about fuck niggas.
What do you see?
I don't know. I mean,
Let's pull up the lyrics.
I would say first. I mean, get your money. I mean, I can't say nothing. Get your money, but I
Right.
feel like it's just when we talk about the whole image of black women, I just think it's just another leg of that. You know, it's like, and there's not really any balance. And it's like for a female to come out here rapping, it's like that's what she has to embrace. She can't be anything else. She has to embrace something like that to the extreme.
I mean, so if you want to, so there are a lot of for like women in hip hop. Is sex has always kind of sold. It hasn't always necessarily been about lyricism, unless you want to go all the way back to like Roxanne, Shantae, and MC Lyte.
It was people after Roxanne.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about it. But I'm talking about like the modern day. It is a little different.
Modern day, no balance.
You know, I mean, you can even say that kind of started going back to like Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown. You know, and then, but there are obviously still a lot more like women in hip hop that don't subscribe to that, right? But they probably aren't always as popular. But you know, I mean, it's kind of like one of those, man. It's like ratchet shit sells. You know what I'm saying?
And
this is kind of like one of those things. Like,
the only thing that she says about fuck niggas is the chorus. The actual verse is just talking about her riding around with her girls, twerking on cars, going out to parties, drinking, smoking weed.
It's just not that type of music. Like the vast majority of black women are not doing that.
Exactly.
You know right. It's a catchy song, like, and because I mean, black people in hip hop, I feel like have an image problem in general.
Image problem?
Yeah, I think that we definitely, as a whole, tend to glorify like the wrong things.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? The wrong things sell, and we've been doing it for a long time.
Indeed.
And I definitely think that's a problem that needs to be addressed.
And I think this is case in point.
I mean, you can say that falls into the category. I feel like there have always been songs like this.
Always.
Like, you remember like
Scrubs.
Right, no, but I'm not even talking about that. Just
always been songs. Like
I'm not talking about just stuff like that. I'm talking about just really ignorant songs that came across and it was just like one hit wonders. Like you remember, like they had that song about Your Mama's on Crack Rock.
Your mama on crack rock.
Yeah, there was a song like Who That Is, That's Just My Baby Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just kind of like, so for me, this kind of falls into that category. I don't know. I mean, and who knows? She may have a whole other catalog and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, there does, but they like women in hip hop, there is a lot of like the hypersexuality, but I think that's kind of like I can't necessarily even say that's just exclusive to women though.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I think like in the entire genre
of hip hop.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I for sure think we have an image problem. So I don't think you can lay that strictly at the feet of women. There is a different sex. Like I feel like that song right there. I mean. Yeah, it's ratchet. It ain't for me.
But even though ratchet does sell, but I will say with the males in hip hop, even today, there's a little bit more balance. Not much, but there is a little bit more balance. Not much.
Yeah, I don't see.
There's a little bit more balance. Just a little bit.
Nah, G.
I mean,
because you got like J. Cole. You know what I'm saying?
There's a little balance, not a lot.
I mean, so then you got Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what it's kind of across the board, and I mean, obviously, I mean, Yo Gotti is a man. He signed her. He sees the potential.
I mean, it's money talk. So I ain't
exactly. I mean, Shorty, you got 22 million views. Yeah, come on, you know what I'm saying? You got the hottest song of the summer, so of course you gonna.
You have Lee Keela, 147. That's another female artist. Cash Dow, Drizzy, Cupcake, Tierra Whack, Lotto, and Ken the Man. Not Ken the Man. Illuminati.
What is this?
These are all female artists that are out.
Okay.
That are the balance of what you just talked about.
K Valentine is on there.
K Valentine.
But I mean, these I feel like these women that you just mentioned, they're not really a lot of, maybe except for Lotto, they're not really pushed to the forefront.
Not yet.
I'm just talking.
You got to think about look. You have to understand the music business. Meg Thee Stallion came out 10 years ago. Nobody knew who she was. Okay. Until the past 5 or 6 years. It takes time for an artist to get to that plateau before you see it. So my thing is, me just looking over the F&F lyrics, what she's talking about in the song ain't nothing different from what these girls been doing since I was a teenager. It's always been girls riding around in the car, dancing on cars at 79th Street, Beach,
South Chicago,
the Circle. This is something.
Stony Island, remember the jewels?
Exactly. This is something. The song. I literally just read all the lyrics. It's just basically her talking about her basically getting an argument with her dude, and she's fuck nigga free.
Why are there pregnant women in the video?
Because they're just ratchet. They're in the project.
How many times have you ever been to a club and seen pregnant women? I know I have. I've let them come over me.
I mean,
one got in a fight, but yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of like look at these things in a case by case.
My thing, the point I'm trying to make is, this is something that I wouldn't call her like a genius because I don't know her and I don't know her work. Right. But for her to come out with a song that really sticks to what young women do on a weekend when they are just broke up with their boyfriend, they got with their girls, they got the Casamigos, they in their Altima, they riding around. This is what they do. They've been doing this shit for years. It's nothing new. Only thing is, like I said, the guys that got offended, if you a fuck nigga, then you get offended. Period.
I never even thought that. I don't know why anybody would be offended by the song. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally on Facebook. There's been guys, man, fuck nigga free.
I mean, I don't know. Like I
okay,
said,
nigga, we had some more polished songs. Like my favorite song was Usher, You Don't Have to Call. You feel what I'm saying? Think about the lyrics of that song. And I used to tell women all the time, if you come in the house and your guy's playing that record, you might not want to go in that house. You might want to just go right back on out and just go about your business.
He might be a fuck nigga.
No, he's getting dressed. He's about to go out and hang out with his guys, and he's finna do some ratchet shit.
Translation, fuck nigga.
No, that's not fuck nigga. I'm breaking up with a person, an individual. What makes you a fuck nigga is a nigga that just clearly just does random fuck shit. That's the definition of a fuck nigga. Like a fuck nigga is a nigga that doesn't have a crib, doesn't have a job, lives off his girl, drives her car, doesn't pay no bills, doesn't do anything. That's a fuck nigga.
You know who you just described?
Who?
Jody from Baby Boy.
Exactly.
Really?
The original fuck boy.
Exactly. That's a fuck nigga.
I don't know. I just feel like there's it's like my man was saying, it's like in one breath we have these songs like fuck nigga, etc., and it's on the female and the male side, but then on the other side it's like, well, we don't want to be seen as this or that, but then we celebrate pathology pretty much.
Hip hop music, bro. It comes in any shape or form. If you don't like it, don't play it. Don't watch the video.
Well, it's not. I admit the song is not for me, but I still feel like it's celebrating the pathology. That's the same reason I don't watch the BET Awards.
Okay, but it's okay. We can like I said, we can go days. I can bring up plenty of male artists that made music that be like. Ugh.
But you know when the males,
God damn.
But like let's say,
like
but when the males did it, it was looked more as misogyny, etc. You had your select political pundits trying to get them off the air, trying to censor them. But it seems like when especially our women do it, it's celebrating.
Well, because this is what hip hop has grown into. Hip hop is so when you had that time you're talking about. Is still stuck in the mid-90s. We haven't had a protest about music in years, at least about 20 years.
But I mentioned that time because that's when the male rappers, they were more dominant. Where I would say you could arguably say that the female rappers are more on the charts. I would say they're almost dominating the charts more than the males these days. Almost.
I mean, back then you had Queen Latifah, you had MC Light on the tail end of the.
You had a handful.
A handful.
Maybe. You feel like Meg the Stallion. You got Meg and Cardi B are probably you could argue that they might be the biggest stars in hip hop right now outside
of course.
Yeah.
I mean, they're up there. You know what I'm saying? You got people like you got people like J. Cole. Cardi B.
Cole's not.
Yeah, Cardi. Like I was gonna say Kendrick, but like they're Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion are way beyond.
Yeah.
Like really the only person in hip hop right now, they're on the level of like a Kanye, Drake.
For right now, because you have to always look. Women. This is the thing and this is one thing that I do get offended by. Being a male in this industry is that women MCs don't get the longevity as male MCs do. You know what I'm saying? It's always a female MC that be popular for like 5 or 6 years, and then it's another one, and she disappears. Nicki Minaj is prime example. She was.
I mean, no, but Nicki just came back out. Nicki's still relevant, bro. And Nicki's had a good run. Cardi been on a run for a nice little minute.
That's what I'm saying. But it's always been for a limited time only.
I mean,
who's gonna go forever?
I mean, listen to what I said. This is one thing that I don't like about hip hop music is that male artists get more longevity than women artists do. Look at your Jay-Z's, look at your Nas's, look at your Busta Rhymes, look at all these artists that's been around for 30 years, still majorly relevant. When was the last time you heard an MC Light record? Or maybe a Queen Latifah, even though she doesn't do music like that anymore. But I'm just saying, like, it's always been in hip hop a small window for a women rap artists.
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of them, because most women. So when you're thinking about, like, I mean, MC Light got into other things.
Yeah,
like, Eve was big for a while, and
Eve was huge. Eve broke down walls because she's the one that put domestic violence on #1 record,
and
across America. She don't get the pub for that.
But she married a billionaire, so she and she's also an actress. You know
but not even. But that point right there, though, the fact that she put domestic violence on display, that shit was in the top one, the #1 video on fucking every video channel. It played on the radio. You know what I'm saying? It brought enlightenment to domestic violence. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like, in this game, it is a male-dominant industry, and I really think that women don't really get a fair shot in this game as male artists.
And I think that, and just based on your point, I think that makes it more problematic when you have the females coming out as dominant artists and it's not balanced, because you can only shake and twerk for so long.
But
but dudes come out and make. I mean, because what was your homeboy that came out? What's it? They had the Throw Baby song like last year,
Little Baby song.
No, it wasn't Little Baby. But it was
the song was called, the #1 song in America was called Throw Baby, about a girl giving head.
So it's just like I give
Plies, Busted Baby.
Yeah, I mean
Becky. The list can go on and on, bro. There is no point of that.
There is a point, because you just said yourself that the women are having issues with longevity, and I'm saying maybe their longevity issue is based on the content, whereas with the males it's more balanced, where I don't think we're going to be listening to Throat Baby or Becky 30 years from now.
We do.
But we might have some other songs from some other male artists we might be listening to.
You play Busted Baby in the club right now, it's definitely going up.
But you can also say
you play Push It in the club right now, it's going to go off.
I mean, this is true. This is true.
Lauryn Hill.
But see, that's the thing, though, because you had a lot of like female MCs that didn't necessarily like subscribe to that
balance.
Yeah, but they didn't subscribe to that, and then still didn't achieve the longevity that you
exactly.
Like, you know, I mean, Salt and Pepper enjoyed a long career. You know, MC Light enjoyed a long career. Queen Latifah had a long career,
right? And then it kind of disappeared.
But they kind of all went into different things.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, so I mean, but but who's to say exactly why? Well, you know, but so we don't know what Glorilla, what her longevity is going to be.
We don't.
Honestly, I mean, just based off of, I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean, it has one hit wonder. All over it for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm wrong.
I think she was even surprised.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. But if this is her one shot, I hope that she really does something with it.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And gets on and does whatever she wants to do. You know, I mean, but she got a hit right now. You know what I'm saying? And if this is it, make the most of it, baby.
Ride that wave, sweetheart.
You know what I'm saying? Make the most of your moment. Get everything that you get everything that you can get out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Do every show, every walk,
all the appearances, all the
beauty salons.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All the paid party hosting. Get milk every
baby
single
showers,
ounce.
all that.
Right, because you gotta, after that remix, you're gonna have to come with another.
Yeah, we gonna need another record.
We gonna need another ratchet.
It's gonna be FREE again. Fuck nigga free again.
You gonna be broke.
Damn.
We sing a whole nother acronym.
She gonna be like, fuck nigga free for me, goddamn.
Man, we gotta get out of here, man, because I gotta go to work in about 20 minutes.
Damn.
What my life is about right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
The grind
doesn't stop.
The grind does not stop.
Well, maybe we should make a video.
About what?
About what?
I don't know. You name it. About some big girls who got a hair weave too tight. I don't know. Y'all could be on my album, Stunt Blunts and Lace Fronts.
I'll do the intro. I'm gonna do the intro.
I'll do the interludes.
Right.
And then have the sequel, Hoes, Bros, and Camel Toes.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna even touch none of that. Hey man, make sure y'all subscribe to Easily Offended Podcast. Make sure you guys follow Star Photo Pics. Make sure y'all follow RELL_producer. Shout out to other Instagram, the 918.
914. Channel
914.
Yeah, other
You got the wrong
Instagram.
address.
You're right.
I'm thinking about 18 episodes.
914_media_group.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Make sure y'all follow all these pages, Instagram, Facebook. Shout out to all my people that did tune in on Facebook.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys. YouTube, make sure you lock in. Please like, subscribe, share the content, comment. And no hater comments, nigga. We
Damn.
hear you.
We fuck nigga free.
We fuck nigga free over here, man. Holla back, man.
All right, man. Peace out, man. Peace out.
We got the storm?
Yeah, that's the bombs. Man.
Oh, sound like
all the noises. All the noises.
The Chicago, nigga.
Yeah.
Peace.